Hey guys, it's Doshi. So here we are on our weekly Tuesday talks. Originally I was going to talk about narcissism. One of my followers reached out to me and told me to talk about that. And when I tell you guys, I was ready. I had a bullet loaded in the chamber. I was like, let's go. Tag me in, coach. And then the Holy Spirit was like, nah, you ain't about to do that. Your heart ain't in the right place. And though I believe the conversation is a must needed one, I definitely need to take some steps back and get my heart right and address it, because it is something that is consuming a lot of different people and affecting people in a lot of different ways. And I definitely believe there's a time and place for it, but I don't think that time is today, at least not coming through my channels, because Lord knows I still got some things I need to work on with my heart. Excuse me. But the beautiful thing about that it leads me into my next topic, which is how to be strategic in your goals and not be so easily led by emotions. One of my followers reached out to me and asked me to talk about that, and I think it's perfect because I have a goal to make this video every Tuesday, and I was strongly about to get led by my emotions and just go full in on a few things regarding narcissism. So I think it's perfect that this is an avenue that leads to, I guess, my main goal. First and foremost, I want to say I don't think it's necessarily bad to be led by emotions, because for me, it helps me to be successful. However, the caveat to that is if it's going to lead you in a negative way, then you need to do away with it in all shapes and form. And I like the fact that the person who reached out to me about this is a female, because as females we think, oh, if we have emotions, then that makes us less of human, or we can't think straight, we can't be successful. And I think that's malarkey. Is that even a word now, guys? I think that's nonsense, because literally my emotions have led me to my passions, and it's led me to being creative. I mean, you need artists. You think about painters and how they get into that emotional state, and they're able to create beautiful canvases of raw emotions. So I am not for forsaking those emotions. However, if it dictates your productivity, if it dictates you being productive, then I would say that's when you need to be aware of it, and that's when you need to cut it at the source and refine that. Because sometimes, like a few days ago, or even with my first video of depression, you don't feel like doing nothing. You get tired. I'm sorry, not depression, that was anxiety. You get tired, you get overwhelmed, and you just feel like you can't go on. And though I believe there's a time and a place for you to put a pause on life and regroup yourself, I don't believe that that's necessarily being led by emotion. I think that's using logic and taking care of your mental health and your capacity and knowing what you're able to do and not do. So this video is going to be short today. I'm actually making it before I go to work. But I just want to say, if there's anything that you're passionate about, if you have goals, go after them. Don't allow your circumstances to stop you. Don't allow your circumstances to put a pause on your success. But at the same time, if you see yourself, your emotions getting the best of you, and you drifting in and out of focus, in and out of doing the things that you know God has called you to do, put a stop to that, because all you're doing is hurting yourself. All you're doing is hurting your potential, and all you're doing is hurting your potential growth. So press through, press on. If you have days where you just don't feel like you can get to that point, get out of your mundane. For me, I had homework to do. My counselor gave me homework to do, and I was supposed to do it for like 2 weeks, and she's like, the reason why you don't do it is because you're in denial. And I was like, you know what, she's right. There goes an emotion, me not wanting to accept the truth, so I run away from it. So I was like, here I am, I got my counseling on Tuesday, and I'm like, how am I supposed to do this? Because it's supposed to have been 2 weeks when I'm supposed to get this done. So you know what, I'm going to change my scenery. Got my behind up, left church, and I went straight to a coffee shop. Beautiful natural lighting. All these people around with their computers doing their work. And I put on my worship music, and I took a deep breath, and I dived in. That was me taking away the negative aspects of my emotions and getting my stuff done. And I'm so glad I did, because it brought me so much clarity, peace, and acceptance. So as always, we will talk next Tuesday. Not exactly sure what the topic is going to be, and I promise you, we will be discussing narcissism one of these days. But I got to get my heart right, and I got to actually give you some effective, constructive advice, and not emotional advice. See what I did there? Talk to you soon. Bye.